Welcome back, people, to Forrest. My name's Forrest, and I will help you lose your own money.
What?
Probably, honestly, because trading's really hard. Most new people lose money. So probably not the best sales intro, but you should join my Discord, follow my trades. I trade most days. In this video, we're gonna talk about the market this week and whatever I decide to talk about in the middle of this video, vlog style. I'm actually about to go out with my boy Jason right here. We're gonna shoot a video talking about news and how news moves the market. So look for that on the channel soon. But yeah, this video is going to be very much just in the charts, clicking around, looking at ES and NQ. I've been trading NQ a lot recently. That is the NASDAQ, very heavily weighted by tech. So watching Apple, things like that. Be answering a bunch of random questions in this video that have come up in the Discord from people about various things. We'll talk about Apex, where I am with that, funded trading. What is it like to be a funded trader? How hard is it? Do I think that you should do it? And hopefully I'll remember all this once I stop recording and hit record again later. But for now, we're gonna go out and we're gonna make some content. I'll see you there. Look at my cat. Hey, quick shot of my cat. Look at my cat. Oh, you can use this one over here. Yeah. Mr. B-roll Titus, look at you. You rolling around, buddy. I love this guy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're gonna wrap up this vlog in real time. Just finished training on the roof, and we're gonna take a quick glance at the charts, just like I do every week. We're gonna screen. Okay. So this is a 4-hour chart, this PX actually, which is funny because I usually don't use these charts. You can see they have a perfect pivot or bounce off of this pivot right up, coming up onto another level at 41.7498. Let's see what that looks like on ES. If I have another perfect line there. So a lot more lines on ES, but that would be a pivot from this level here up to probably this 4200 level, which is what we're retesting right now. So this last week was not historic, but pretty interesting. We had a bunch of trend days back to back to back to back to back. And you can actually see, looking at the chart here, that we just came off of this 4072 level on ES all the way up into, let me just remove some of these indicators actually. Rid of that line, right? So we came all the way from down here, and look at how green this is, right? And then we had this quick pivot up a few days. So a lot of green action. Trading trend days is really, really hard. I think one of the most important things to do to understand trend days is look at Bookmap, look at the order book. There can be some tells there to help you figure out what direction it's going. One of the other key pieces of advice I would give you is just don't trade on trend days, right? If you're not good at those days, they're one of my worst days. I always tell people range days, easiest days, every level gets hit, right? It's super easy to do. Trend days is like the complete opposite. Basically, you can just end up smoking your P&L. I can't remember because I know there was a few things I wanted to talk about when I first started this intro, but now that I sit here, I can't remember what they are. But let's just go to the 15 and take a little bit closer look at some of this price action like we normally would. Of course, my Wi-Fi is really slow because I'm outside now. Let's see if this is gonna work. Yeah. Yes, 15, and might have to film this inside just because. Yeah. So we'll remove we'll leave these and get rid of the visible range, and we'll also get rid of these things. So we have the 15-minute, we have the volume profile here, right? You can see that we have a P shape, right, with all the volume near the top side. Volume in general is a magnet. If we take a look at some of the levels where we have high volume nodes, there's one here, right, at this 4183 level. See there's some congestion there, and then there's another pack of nodes right here, then a few here. So if we look at where volume is and where there's been low participation, right, you can see that the previous day, POC is down here at 4155, but then on this day, we push up higher, putting most volume here, right? So the closest participation that we might take out would be down here at this 4155 level, meaning that we would come down, maybe do something like this. It's a possibility. Now, we've had two really strong trend days back to back, so if we take a step back and just think about the macro, we might be taking a push up to 4300, 4400, which I've been actually talking about, you know, in some back channels here on Discord. But again, think about the major trend, right? We want to play the trend. We don't want to go against the trend. So what I would do, is just look for more upside. So until we actually reverse trend, and you could play options, right, would actually be lighter risk in this case to catch downside. You know what your max loss is going to be if this continues to push up with futures. Now you're debating when to get out. With options, it just goes to zero and you're done, right? So that is one of the benefits of playing options in this case if you want to capture downside. But we could just look for this upside here for push, a big continuation. Of course, it's not going to be a straight line. It's probably going to be more of what we've been looking for. So how do you play this? Well, let's actually look at what's happened in the earlier days when we had these trend days, right? So we came out the gate on Thursday, April 27th, and there was this choppiness. We pushed up, then there's some more choppiness, and then we finally did this, you know, huge amount of green that we have there, right? And then the next day, well, actually, let's take a wider look. Yeah, this really only has been 2 sessions. For some reason, I thought it was more sessions to that. We had this choppiness, and then we pushed up. We actually began a push from the pre-market on, or post-market after close on Wednesday. We chopped pre-market, right? Chopped, there's a little bit of retracement, put in some congestion here, and then we took off. So it hasn't been a straight line. When we look out on the 1-day chart again, we do have, you know, all of this green coming up on the major, on the macro, congestion here. And then if I expand this daily chart, where we can actually see it, that's what these few bars look like here on the daily. All right, so we have this green here and this green here. And it looks like, you know, we're retesting the highs essentially. And the question everybody has again is, are we going to blow through? Is it going to be a breakout or a retest? Now we're at 41.89, right? So a breakout would again have to be above wherever we have market structure. So there's structure all the way up to 42.18. We're at 41.89, which is super duper close. And there's also this 4,300 level, right? Which is right here. So even if we break through this prior area here, we have one right up just 100 points higher at 4,300. Anything higher than that, that's where we're truly, you know, making an extended move. Why do I say that? That's because we're going through this resistance level and this resistance level, right? We see this resistance level, we haven't retested this yet. So I would expect or plan for a retest at 4,300, at least intraday before we continue higher. We're not going to come up to 4,300 and blow through on the first try unless it's just full on, you know, bull market, which I just don't think we're in. Honestly, I think we're in a ranging market. It's going to keep ranging, and on the micro, continue our uptrend into the retest, and then on the macro, we're looking for that macro retest. So I'll be very clear because I know I said 2 different things there. Shorter time frames, we'll look at the 15-minute higher to finish the move for the retest, right? All the way up to possibly 4,300. Above 4,300 is iffy. That's what we're really thinking about, you know, macro trend analysis and things like that. And this is just not, we're done with the charts for today. What else do I want to talk about? So I shot that video with Jason talking about news, trading. The short version of that is, you should just go watch that video, but the news does not affect the market, guys. So definitely look for that video when it comes out. Join the Discord. Yeah, we're just gonna keep this one short and sweet. I've been super duper busy with work, still trading. You know, if you're doing this and doing something else, it's gonna be hills and valleys, just like anything in life, I guess. So yeah, things been coming along, and see you in the Discord.